Welcome. Jason Kryzak, co-founder of Radiant Family, and I just wanted to talk about nature today. This has been on my heart quite a bit over the past few months, and nature in relationship to the Orgone Generators. Here we've got the Rad 5, and when it comes down to where a lot of our opinions go about really connecting back to nature, we think, so how is it that any kind of technology is going to actually do that for us or help us to do that? And what I've come to is a simple understanding. We're living in a world right now that we have so much interference. There's so much in the way of Wi-Fi. You know, we've got cell phone towers are popping up everywhere. Now we've got this new 5G thing coming out. And with that, what I'm seeing is that stage by stage, we as human beings are actually being literally disconnected from our surroundings, from nature itself, in a very, very kind of a stealthy way. And where a lot of people are concerned about, will the technology, the Orgone generators, will they actually be a demerit to my meditation process, to my yoga process, to really reconnecting to the planet? And I would say absolutely not. And here's the reason. When we have all this interference everywhere, all these radio frequencies, you know, all types of bandwidths of radiation, what it's doing is it's really bombarding our cells, and the native frequencies that we rely upon so much to really connect into Mother Earth are being drowned out, literally. And with that, all of our systems are struggling more and more and more to literally just be human, just to be what we really are, which is children of the Earth. We're really connected to this planet. And what I started noticing when I started to use the Orgone generators is really the field that it's putting out. It's like it's putting out life itself. It's putting out a field of living intelligence. And that field is something that your cells in your body can recognize. You know, it's more of a native field. And when I'm speaking of native fields, we have fields that would be from nature, something that is actually an emanation from the rustling of the leaves, the streams, you know, rain. You see, these are all native frequencies. It's very, very important to understand the difference between artificial and native frequencies, because they're both frequencies, and we are frequency beings. And so with this inundation of so much Wi-Fi, so much artificial radiation that's really bombarding our cells with these rhythms that we're not used to, we're becoming more and more sick. We're becoming more and more disconnected. So with a field that is really, really, it's natural in its origin, meaning not its origin. This is obviously technology, but Orgone energy is natural. That's the key here. So we're using technology to harness what is natural. It's harnessing something that is from our very lifeblood. It's coming from virtually every living thing is putting out this chi field or this Orgone field. And with that being said, this is allowing our cells to go, oh, I remember that, and then grab hold of it. It's like the cells are able to lock in to something that's different than just some sort of a radio frequency interference. So ever since putting this in our house, and I've made mention about this before, when we first had to deal with the smart grid, the smart meters that were put into our area, you know, the bombardment of all the radiation really started having an effect on my body. And I started having a lot of tinnitus, a lot of ringing in the ears. And after about a month of having the Rad 5 specifically in our house, that tinnitus started to drop. It still oscillates a little bit because I'm moving in and out of the field of the Rad 5. But for those people who are meditators, who are nature lovers, people who really want to connect back to nature, that's what I'm doing this video for. You know, to say you can set trends to actually, not only are you connecting with the orgone field, that is just really a massive field of that chi life force energy, but you could also set specific trends that will help you to literally connect back into that pure vital essence of nature. Because I think we're going to find as time goes on, as our world continues to get inundated by more and more of this interference, it's going to become not just a pastime or not just a hobby to connect to nature. It's going to become vital. And as far as I'm concerned, it's vital right now. And so that's why I feel that this is such an important message. So check out the Rad 5. Check out the other Orgone generators. They're not going to disconnect you from nature. That's where people get a little bit concerned. What these are going to do is they're going to really help to bring you back into that flow so you can really remember your roots. So go to orgonegenerator.com. Check it out for yourself and read up on it, and just be at peace with yourself and reconnect to nature. Namaste.